Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Thursday, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And I finally saw it in absolute clarity this morning. I had a sneaky preview of the end times when I got to work. Tried to upload one of my podcasts on Facebook and just got this. It was weird that Facebook.com was currently unable to handle my request when my request was to go to Facebook.com. That's right. All over the world, Facebook and Instagram was down. And I don't know. People probably topped themselves, to be honest, without being able to access that in their fake lives online. Imagine. Yep. So once that they manage to knock that out permanently, we'll just all turn on each other. It'll be like the Purge. All bets will be off. No holds barred. And we'll just revert back to the animal society whence we came. Now, war. Interesting, isn't it? It's the centenary celebrations are going on in Passchendaele right now, and it's weird that we remember battles like this where so many lives were needlessly lost, basically because somebody cocked up. We really remember a lot of the worst mistakes that people ever made, worst decisions ever made, bad tactics, bad strategies, bad locations. And yet, I suppose it's good that we remember them so we don't do them again. But, yeah, geez, it's a bit weird. Also, we had Dave Dobbin on the show this morning because he sang Welcome Home at Passchendaele at the... I feel like he's done that song so many times at so many different things now that it's starting. There's a little bit of a cringe factor slipping in there. Don't get me wrong, great song, and I love Dave Dobbin. So please don't get me wrong about it. But I just feel like it's at the point where it's a bit like one of those minor sports teams that does the haka for no real reason other than they just seem to want to take their shirts off and do a haka. You know, it's just... It's getting that, like, you know, it's like, oh, got a commemoration ceremony. Quick, crank Dave Dobbin out. Get him to sing Welcome Home. Speaking of minor sports teams, the women's Black Sticks, not a minor sports team as well, of course, very important sports team. Although they had a game at the Oceania Cup in Sydney last night against Papua New Guinea. They narrowly scraped past Papua New Guinea 33-0. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with the way field hockey works, but you just score 1 point at a time. It's not like, you know, rugby where you get heaps of points for getting down the other end of the field. Literally, you just get the one when you... So that's 33 goals to none. Samantha Harrison, she just scored the 9 goals. A couple of other players got 7 each. They lead 20-0 at half. You do have to wonder about the strength of world hockey. Certainly you wonder about the strength of Papua New Guinean hockey. Anyway, it's good that they've got to go, I suppose. Finally, as I hate giving this any more publicity than it's already getting, but when somebody goes to the trouble of hacking in to the Bird of the Year database so they can register 112 votes for the white-faced heron, you've got to talk about it, don't you? Like, what are you doing with your day that you're going to spend the time setting up 100 fake email addresses so you can vote multiple times for the white-faced heron? Which, I mean, it's not even that cool a bird, is it? It's not as nice as the proper heron. It actually looks pissed off about the whole situation. It just wants to be left alone. Carry on about its business. And I reckon... And what even blew my mind even more than this is that this is not the first time that somebody has tried to hack this competition. It happened back in 2015 when the Kokako received 200 fraudulent votes. I mean, if you're going to do this, see the problem. What happened was it all came from the same IP address. So I'm just putting a few pieces of the puzzle together here. Someone in Christchurch, so red flag there straight away. They made over 100 fake email addresses to register 112 votes. Now, unless they actually made 112 fake email addresses, they just say over 100 here. But unless it was 112. Obviously, that's going to draw attention that you're trying to vote twice from the same email address. But the real problem was that it all came from the same IP address in Christchurch. So they weren't even using a VPN. People, get your internet fraud right. And stop voting for birds. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I spent way too long on that last story, but it's become an obsession for me. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more, probably with another stupid bird vote update.